Am I losing my mind? Am I wasting my time? Do I know who I am? I don't know who I am. Can I say I'm the man? I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know who I am.
So confused in this life full of mystery. Guess I'm glad it ain't a life full of misery. I wanna dance, I wanna fly, I wanna let it free. But that's a different side of people they don't wanna see. I've been caught up in my mind sometimes, so I rhyme just to feel alright. And when the rhyming did good, that's when I just understood it was by design. And when I feel this way, I just walk and talk to appear this way, baby. I don't know what to say, baby. I don't know what I am, baby. That's just how I play, baby. Yeah.
I don't know who I am. Can I say I'm the man? Am I losing my mind? Am I wasting my time? Do I know who I am?
Powered by Riverside FM.
Welcome, you peers, to another edition of Unconventional Playbook. I'm your host, Lionel Jones. Please hit that like and subscribe button. You know what I'm getting tired of is some takes from the national media. And this show is particularly for Minnesota Viking fans. And I want the Minnesota Viking fans to listen up. It's okay to embrace the hype of JJ McCarthy. I am sick and tired of hearing people say, slow your roll or hit the brakes on JJ McCarthy. It's like excitement is reserved for other teams. It's like the Minnesota Viking fans aren't supposed to have any enjoyment, any excitement, whether it's overblown or not. And I know it's one preseason game, but everybody enjoyed Saturday afternoon seeing JJ McCarthy sling that ball around the dome, making plays with his feet, manipulating the pocket. Great footwork, throwing the bombs, leading the Vikings second and third teamers to 3 touchdowns. Like, we're not supposed to be excited about that. I just keep hearing slow your roll on JJ McCarthy. It's one preseason game. Don't believe the hype. Embrace the hype. Minnesota Viking fans, embrace the hype. It's okay. If there was a person that was starving for a meal, that hadn't had a good meal in a long time, and then you finally sit down at a table with them and supply them with a good meal, I don't think you would be worried about their table manners. They probably wouldn't have a whole lot of eating etiquette or table manners because they're just worried about getting the food down in their stomach. That's how Minnesota Viking fans are with the quarterback situation. We have never drafted a quarterback this high. We've always been that team that has done a lot of patchwork. Case Keenum, patchwork. Brett Favre, patchwork. The guy that was supposed to be our franchise guy failed us. Kirk Cousins in big moments. We had 2 legitimate franchise guys in Teddy Bridgewater, messed his knee up. Dante Culpepper messed his knee up. Then you go back to guys like Randall Cunningham, patchwork. Donovan McNabb, patchwork. Brad Johnson, patchwork. When you sit down and you look at that history of the patchwork and just the essence of bad luck, when you talk about Teddy Bridgewater and Dante Culpepper, now we got a guy who is the highest drafted quarterback, the 10th pick in the first round by the Minnesota Vikings, the highest draft pick that we've ever had for a quarterback. He's getting great reviews in training camp. And then he comes, throws a pick in his first preseason game, and then he balls out the rest of the way. And everybody is saying we should slow our roll. Why should we slow our roll? Minnesota Viking fans, I know I speak for the majority of you out there. We're starving. We're starving for some greatness at that position. And when you see a glimpse of something that could be potentially great, we're supposed to slow our roll? Did you watch JJ on Saturday? Did you see the plays? Now, it's very easy to say, well, he was playing against a vanilla defense. See, let me explain something to you that's not overblown. Jaren Hall was playing against the same vanilla defense and playing with pretty much the same personnel that JJ McCarthy was playing against. As soon as Jaren Hall hit the game, did you see the difference? And keep in mind, Jaren Hall was the guy that was supposed to be the possible future of the Minnesota Vikings. Do you remember last year when everybody was like, give Jaren Hall a shot? Give him a shot. We were rolling with the Pastronaut and we were rolling with Mullins, and everybody was saying, we've got to give Jaren Hall a chance. And what happened when we gave Jaren Hall a chance? He had an opportunity again in the preseason game this past Saturday. And did you see how the air left the balloon as soon as he got into the game? And I'm not saying that it was all his fault, but I'm just telling you, this is why Unconventional Playbook is Unconventional Playbook. We just tell you like it is. We aren't picking any sides. I'm just telling you that when JJ McCarthy left the game and Jaren Hall entered the game, the air left the balloon. JJ McCarthy did that. He made the plays. And so the argument about the vanilla defense that he was playing, the base defense, as people like to call it, Jaren Hall was playing against the same thing and couldn't make plays. It's okay to embrace JJ McCarthy. It's okay to be excited about JJ McCarthy. And here's what I know about the national media. They are going to go and give the benefit of the doubt to guys like Jaden Daniels and Caleb Williams. If they show any flash of being able to complete any sort of pass, dump off passes, it's going to be all over SportsCenter. And I'm telling you right now, look at the stats. Look at JJ McCarthy's stats compared to Michael Penix and Jaden Daniels and Caleb Williams and whoever else you want to throw out there. Drake May. JJ McCarthy had the best debut out of all of them. And two of them, in Caleb Williams and Jaden Daniels, were playing with the ones. See, that's what people don't want you to understand. They're playing with the ones. JJ is playing with the twos and the threes of the Minnesota Vikings and force multiplied all of those drives, made everybody look better. It's okay to embrace JJ McCarthy. Viking fans, it is okay to be excited about JJ McCarthy. Don't let anybody throw water on your fire. Don't let anybody dampen your excitement, because they believe that greatness is reserved for everybody else except for Minnesota Viking fans. You're supposed to be mediocre. You're supposed to not have a franchise quarterback. That's been your history. That's what you're supposed to do. So whenever there's a glimmer, whenever there's a sign that we are on the come up, there's always those national media people that either don't talk about you like you're not relevant, or when they do talk about you, they tell you to slow your roll on JJ McCarthy? Well, this is Unconventional Playbook. When I envisioned this channel, I envisioned a channel that would make you, the fan, think about things differently. When I envisioned this channel, I thought about giving you, the fans, the real deal. Looking at things from a fan's perspective, not being compromised by any relationship that I may have with any professional sports player, coach, what have you. You're not going to get that here on the UP. You're going to get the real. And the real is, although it's one preseason game, Minnesota Viking fans, be happy because I think we got something that's special. I don't care what happens in his second preseason game or his third preseason game. He may take a step back, but the foundation is there. And it's okay to be excited about the foundation that JJ McCarthy brings. He does all the right things on and off the court. He is ingratiating himself with his teammates. He is a leader. He came in and showed resolve, throwing an interception and then leading the team afterwards to 3 touchdowns, 1 running, 2 passing. And we have seen in the past, people that play that position, when things go wrong, it's just a domino effect. We've seen players in the past where when we need 7 or 8 yards, we throw for 4. JJ McCarthy is a different breed. He's a different brain in that backfield. And he's only going to get better. I don't know how great this young man is going to be, but I know one thing, and you can book it. He is not going to be a bust for the Minnesota Vikings. I am going to tell UP Nation, Skol Nation, Vikings Nation, that at worst, he's going to be a good quarterback. His ceiling is great. You can just see it. There are things that just ooze off the film at you where you know he was going to be great. When Pat Mahomes first got his opportunity, you could see the greatness in Pat Mahomes before he even got that spot, before he took that spot from Alex Smith. And I'm not comparing JJ to Pat Mahomes. I'm just saying, don't try to ignore the greatness and listen to the narrative that it's one preseason game against base defense and slow your roll. No, we're hungry. We're starving. We've never had this before. And in defense of getting excited about JJ, the national media has never seen the Minnesota Vikings with the quarterback drafted this high to even know what they're talking about. You feel me? So don't let the national media, don't let sports writers, don't let fans of other teams dampen your excitement for JJ McCarthy, because I'm telling you, I think we got something. I think we got something that is special. I can feel it from this kid. Is he going to make mistakes? Yes. Is he young? Yes. Does he have to evolve? Yes. Of course. But there was a guy, I grew up in Cleveland, Ohio. A lot of you know this. There was a guy that when he came to our team in the supplemental draft from the U, from Miami, Bernie Kosar, our quarterback at the time, was Paul McDonald. And Bernie Kosar got drafted, and as soon as Bernie Kosar hit the field, you can see he was a little bit different. You could see he was a little bit different. And I get the same feeling about JJ McCarthy. Am I going to support Sam Darnold? Absolutely. I think Sam Darnold is going to have a good year. But when it's time, it's time. There is nothing, Minnesota Viking fans, that is going to stop the JJ McCarthy train. It's okay to be excited about JJ McCarthy. Embrace the hype of JJ McCarthy. Don't let anybody put a damper on your fandom. We are in for one hell of a ride, Minnesota Viking fans. You can trust me on that with JJ McCarthy. I can't wait for next Saturday versus the Cleveland Browns so I can see this kid one more time. Sam Darnold is QB1, but the JJ McCarthy train can't be stopped. It's okay to be excited about the hype. This has been Unconventional Playbook. Hit that like and subscribe button. Enjoy the hype of JJ McCarthy. Latrey, take us home. We'll see you when we see you.
I don't know who I am. Can I say I'm the man? Am I losing my mind? Am I wasting my time? Do I know who I am?